she said earlier, just sit back and kind of let what's going on happen and just experience it.
Right. You know, the thing about it is, what you're experiencing from the fall solstice to the winter solstice is your...
Let me stop you out there. Dr. Sam Mugzzi talks about something peculiar about the, how would I say, Suya type stuff going on with the mask. But remember, if the ward ended, the female gender is most affected affected by it. Yeah. Forget us, males, and especially this last man on earth, especially human straight white man. Oh, yeah. I was like, when I heard what I was going to showcase soon in this video, I'm going to showcase literally what I heard. When I heard that specifically from her, it was like, male gender, bad. Testosterone, bad. Estrogenital chubbiness, that unhealthy. At least I do my cardio and I work out with weights. And I don't experiment with chemicals and stuff may or may not do good to my body. Huh. If I did have parasites, it should be long gone, logically. Anyways, back to where I was. But yeah, she can sit back and eat her bonbons, metaphor or not, it doesn't matter. She's eating something that comforts her, with her black hubby, and clearly enriching herself with the cultural Marxism, clearly. And now she's saying, and she's doing the opposite than a Hitler, by shaming, sunning, specifically, with that one word again, I keep segregating, yeah. Keep getting segregated. Yeah. Because I do. And I don't think she will ever care to understand my way of things, how I'm perceiving reality. I think she's in her own little sandbox. And it's just like, it's comforting to her to actually point fingers and, or, she's a nutcase for sure, I do believe. I mean, whatever she does know, it's clouded by ill judgment. It's like psychosis or something like that, I do believe. And I've been healing it and getting hit by it with how she talks. Oh, man, it's like, ugh, I swears. But anyways, she does complain about the quote-unquote male gender pretty harshly. So I'm going to let you listen to the rest of this. I'm going to try to not speak in between what is going to be said for the next 3 to 4 or so minutes. And you're going to bear witness to this craziness, this corruption, this finger pointing, this feminazism. Yeah. So she talks about the Nazis and Hitler, but she forget though that there's a Hitler Compton and I somewhere, and she actually doing the same damn thing. Clearly, it's reptilian, draconians, alien, cultural Marxists, meat puppets dictating a lot of this going on in society. Clearly, throwing human straight white man around for sure in the job market. I know I'm not the only one being affected. And I know my human females are keep getting fucked, used as cattle by these cool ETs that clearly aren't here to benefit us, or they would prove it. And I don't like how Kent Dunn says some things either, because he's like taking no responsibility, but he calls himself a humanitarian. Also, it's contradicting to too much. And I'll proceed to let you bear witness to the rest of the 4 minutes.
Introduction. Okay? It's going to get more intense after the winter solstice. Okay? So, we need to just use, we need to take what we've learned every day. Okay? What we've been learning from the fall solstice to the winter solstice every day, and use this. Okay? And get ready for what's after the winter solstice, because we're going to be amping things up. Okay? We're amping up more. We're going to be amping up the octaves in your body. And those that are of higher vibration will start to understand the change. Those that are of the lower density will not understand, and it's going to just drive them, well, I don't want to say it's going to drive them crazy, but they're going to get a lot more angry. They're going to lash out at anybody they can lash out at, because I've tried to tell people before, you know, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. And there's a lot of people that don't love themselves.
Irritated is the word you were looking for.
Right. You know, so what they're doing, you know, they're lashing out at the ones that they're closest to. And, you know, a lot of them are just, you know, they're, you know, I just love them. Even the ones that cuss me or say bad things to me whenever I'm out, you know, I just smile at them and tell them to have a nice day, you know. And I always, you know, sit up to that person, you know, send my love to that person.
I want to just say this, that men going out and not wearing a mask or not complying with the Gestapo, they don't get as harassed as the women do. The women get really harassed. And I went into a store where I literally had 5 people verbally attack me because I was not wearing a mask. And when I told them I was a doctor and I knew what it was doing and that they were going to end up in the hospital with a bacteria infection or even cancer, or they could pass out, all this stuff that you're reading about, they laughed at me and they said, "What kind of a doctor are you? You don't know what you're talking." I mean, they just humiliate and belittle you. And I'm hearing this from other people too. And I'm hearing from other women, like they're being police escorted out of establishments because they don't have on the Nazi mask, which is ridiculous because it's totally a violation of your rights. There is no law. Geneva Convention actually ruled that it was treasonous to make somebody wear a mask. You guys look that up and start passing this information out to people. I fought back with Sam's Club, and I guess the manager called other managers, include them in. I did the same thing with Home Depot, and we had the same response where they backed off. So it's more of the men, though, that need to do it, because women, we get pushed around a lot, Kent, and it's not fun.
Do you think that is rooted in a Sharia law? Because that's partially what's going on here, I think, with the women's side of it. They don't necessarily hassle the men as much as they do the women, and that's my personal opinion about it, but what do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I do believe that it's, you know, that they are adopting part of Sharia law because...
and to this moment, this ain't all of it. Watch how Dr. Sam Mugzzi, or listen how she talks. And also I want to see the video of her having that much complaining and how she goes about saying things or explaining things, so on and so forth. But yeah, I got denied. So, you know, hey, I had to wear a mask. Yeah. So, what about that?
You know, the, because of the way the...
I don't think so, because it's here in Arizona, and I think that it's a lot of these men that had tiny peepees, and this is the first time that they feel like they're a big boy. You know what I mean? That now they can strut their testosterone because they're inferior little pricks with a 9th grade education. And that's what happened in Germany too. Hitler did not appeal to smart people. He appealed to the ignorant ones, gave them a little bit of power, so boy, they just went with it. Look at Antifa, same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, there you go. You heard it from her herself. Yeah. And she don't distinguish like I would. Yeah. Yeah, she don't distinguish. She's like anti-meta as you can get. Like, she could always sound and be so controlled while not being. Also, it's kind of confusing at first, but once you understand the difference between the ways of how someone and what someone speaks about, and sure, got Gary Parson and even Kent Dunn there, but it's like the range of things to talk about and the non-limitations at play. I swear, even Kent Dunn said, he's not a savior, yeah, and they just like won't be able to help you out. Not directly, but they help it indirectly. But whatever, that ain't what I'm getting at. It's her specifically, and what she said ticked me off, and gonna tick future male generations off. Like, what the hell? Jeez. But, just showing the difference, and probably forever difference between her and me. I ain't gonna lie. This won't go away with her. She literally sits on her couch, probably with bonbons, but whatever, with her black hubby, literally planning on doing some type of reverse cultural Marxism cleansing, but of Testosterone. She basically thought of it and said it, projected for all to hear. Put the link down below of the whole show for you to hear. And yeah, I did text Kent Dunn about this. Well, I watched the first part, and I need you to watch that too. Let me know what you think. My match of my videos going to be viewed and commented on, subscribed to, liked, mostly, guarantee. A lot of people going to dislike, but then they're going to go back to a video and they'll be like, I did this like that. I changed my mind about this guy. I'm going to put like to because, I respect his point of view versus others that he exposed. Which is what? All my challengers are what? Who? Gabe Gaia? Or Gale Gaia? What's the difference? Q. Anonymous. Idiot. Drake Bailey. Can't help a human out worth a damn humanitarian Dunn with forever. What? Dr. Mugzzi? Mugzzi? Yeah, Mugzzi. Because she mugged all the male gender basically. She didn't distinguish, or at least she ain't smart enough. She ain't good enough. But yeah, this is my competition. And don't get me started about Gaily Boy Person Anonymous. Yeah. I was like, make the nicknames. Out thin air. Yeah. Pissing me off. Put the link down below. But yeah, watch it from beginning to end. Because she definitely input her ideology, ill ideology. So a lot of my videos going to be seen in the future than in current whenever I upload this around the time before disclosure. Because when disclosure takes place, a lot of people going to be online, hopefully seeing these videos that I ain't messed with. Hopefully the system is secured, the World Wide Web of the internet. Specifically, and all these accounts are able to be secured or have a grace period to take all the videos and or download them or something like that. Could be a lot of things going on. Who knows? But I'm telling you, this is my opposition, and they claim they are good, and what? They're here to help, but they might not be actually here to help as much as they say and contradict themselves. Damn. Whew. Yeah, and I'm also live streaming here and there. I'm going to be doing that a lot more. getting situated in my own life, my own living, trying to better myself slowly but surely. This is my first week off the streets and away from my corrupted family, if you can call them my family. Specifically the problem makers. So yeah, give it a full month and see how everything goes. And yeah, I got some things to talk about Trump and what's going on with Congress and Nazi Pelosi. Yeah, so keep an ear out. Yeah.